Do you want to be more productive but get overwhelmed? Me too. In today's video, Elizabeth from Little Farm Big Dreams gives us 3 tips for time management. A few years ago, I started watching a YouTube channel called Little Farm Big Dreams. In that channel, Elizabeth at that time was in Arizona doing urban gardening, and I loved watching all the different strategies she tried, but most of all, I just fell in love with her. She's cute and funny and just loves life and gardening and wants to really encourage you to be a gardener and to get out there and grow food. So we developed this friendship, and recently she's moved to Arkansas, and last week I was down working in her area and I was like, hey, can I stop by? Can we hang out a while? And she said yes. You guys know Elizabeth from Little Farm Big Dreams. I'm so glad we finally got together.
I know, it's so exciting.
And we were just talking, it's a little bit weird because usually I don't see you in person. I see you like a long distance phone call or something. Like FaceTime is how it feels.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's not weird because it doesn't feel like we're just meeting, right? It feels like I already know you.
Yeah.
It was so much fun hanging out with her, but we didn't get to talk nearly as long as we wanted to. So we decided to carry on this conversation online and let you be a part of it. And I am striving to spend more time on the farm and less time in my off-farm business. And I want to manage my YouTube channel and my gardening and my school activities for my kid and church and all of this, and I just get overwhelmed sometimes. Well, Elizabeth, who, by the way, has more hustle than any woman I know, this woman works hard, and she has really mastered how to stay at home and work from home. And she's got lots of great tips, so much so in fact that she's just published a book. So I asked her, can you share some time management tips with me so that I can better strategize my day and not feel overwhelmed and stressed by everything that I have to do? And she agreed. Without me going on any farther than I already have, let's turn it over to Liz. What do you have for us? What suggestions do you have so that we can manage our time better?
Hey everybody, my name is Elizabeth with Little Farm Big Dreams, like Lorella said, and we just really wanted to put together some sort of kind of back and forth, an interview basically, but our time was very limited together and we just had to spend it doing girl talk. So instead, what we're doing is Lorella has asked me a couple questions and I'm going to answer them for you guys. So Lorella asked me about some of my best time management tips for moms or anybody who want to manage their time better, maybe, have a work from home job, or, sorry if you hear chickens, there's a chicken over here on my porch. So I want to share these tips. Everyone can use time management tips. And if you are like Lorella, where you work outside of the home, but you're trying to maximize your time, that way you can take on other projects, maybe spend more time gardening, maybe spend more time with your family, maybe start another business, or like Lorella, grow another business like her YouTube channel, then these tips should help you. Tip number 1 is time blocking. You time block your day. If you don't use a calendaring system, whether it's digital or paper, you really need to. And that alone will save you a ton of time. Time blocking is instrumental to being as productive as you possibly can in any given day, whether it's work things, home things, meal planning, whatever. What time blocking essentially is you say that, let me just give you my example day. My kids leave and I have 7 hours during the day while they're at school because they're school age. So I want to get as much done within those 7 hours as I possibly can. That means when they come home at the end of the day, I don't want to be doing housework, work, or cleaning house or any of that. I want to just have most of it done so we can just kind of chill, be a family, and enjoy life, right? So I plan out my day so that after they leave, there's a transition period where for like 30 minutes I know I'm not going to get anything done, so I don't expect anything of myself. And then I spend 30 minutes focusing on myself. I time block that 30 minutes, and that's when I'll do yoga, followed by like a little calm meditation or something like that, where it's just my me time, gets me in the right mindset to really get my day going right. And then I time block my most important client or most important project my first work hour of the day. It's when I have the most amount of focus. So you just want to plan to do your most important task at the beginning of the day. So typically after lunchtime or after 12 or 1 is whenever I'll work on like house projects, and I'll sweep and I'll mop and vacuum and I'll make sure the dishes are done and do simple things like that. So basically the idea of time blocking is you just have a plan. Instead of just getting up and going through your day kind of willy-nilly and you don't have any structure to your life, you plan what you're going to spend your time on. And you just try to always stick to that. No one's ever going to be perfect. I'm hardly ever totally on schedule, but just having the schedule and time blocking the time for what's really important helps you. So even if you just stick to it like 70-80%, that's more structure than if you had absolutely no structure in your day, period. Time management tip number 2 is you need to plan. Don't forget to have time for yourself. In any different work or hobby thing that you have going on in your life, you need to make sure that you basically pencil in some time for yourself, because you need that time to be able to have the renewed spirit and the energy to accomplish the things that really require a lot of work and focus and concentration. And so don't forget about yourself, whether it's, you're a stay-at-home mom and your kids are little and they never leave and they're with you 24/7. Make sure that during nap time or after bedtime in the evenings that you spend time doing something you enjoy, whether that's yoga or exercise or surfing on Pinterest or watching Netflix, have a Netflix and chill moment, or maybe you like to read, or maybe you like to sew. Focus on doing something for you that only feels good for you. It's not for other people, and it's just for you. And that may sound kind of counterproductive because it's like you're adding something else to do in your day, but it's not. When you spend time doing things that you enjoy, you're a better overall person for everyone else. And it gives you more of the ability to accomplish your goals because you're not just running ragged 24/7 working on stuff for other people or business goals or starting a new business or whatever. You've got to have time for yourself. Time management tip number 3. So I'm going to just say this, and I know there's so many people who would totally disagree with me, but your life goes better and everything takes less time when your house is clean and organized. If you ever think, I need a black permanent marker, and you try to figure out where that permanent marker is at. You remember last time you saw it, it was over on my desk. So you go to your desk, it's not there. Okay, where would I have put it? And then you go through this whole process of like, maybe it takes you 5 minutes to find a permanent marker. But when you think about how many things you look for in any given day, in order to get things done, or in order to help your kids with their homework, or whatever it is you're doing, you're probably wasting a good 30 to 45 minutes a day just looking for things that don't have a home. So they're just all over the place. So one thing that you can really do to manage your time is to just have a baseline. Start from a place of organization and a clean home. Now, granted, when you have smaller kids, it is harder to keep your house clean, but it is not impossible. And it's very important if your children go behind you and mess up your house and are constantly messing, because that's what little children do. It's important in those toddler years between 2 to 5 to start teaching your children the value of organization, putting things where they go, taking care of their items, stuff like that. But if you have older kids, put more weight on them. Give them more of a responsibility. Like, dude, I don't want to see your room unless it's spotless. That's what I expect. Otherwise, you're going to get punishment. We got to work together as a family here, keep our common spaces clean, and it's, it requires effort. Yes, absolutely it does, especially if you're starting from a place of chaos. But I promise you, once you get your house cleaned up and you get those pantry and your kitchen drawers and stuff organized and your closet organized and your dresser organized, the second that you go to look for something, one, it's going to take you like 5 seconds to find it because you know exactly where it's at because it has a home now. And so when everything has a home, it's like way easier to find it. You just go and you find it and you just carry on with your life. And you've got these 30 to 45 extra minutes a day that you don't spend meandering around the house looking for a marker or a pink highlighter that you need for something specific. So that's a great time management tip. However, it is a huge project to take on if your life is nothing like that now, but I guarantee you it would be totally worth it if it was something that you feel you're cool with putting the time into. I hope that one or maybe all of these tips have really helped you think about ways to simplify your life and to manage your time better for whatever reason it is that you need better time management. And I hope that today you find yourself in a beautiful place. If you're interested in my book and how to be work from home mama, check it out in the link in the description below in my Etsy store. You can find it super easy, instant download. It's great. I hope you check it out. If you have any questions, you can find me on my website, and you can connect with me there or through Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. All those places. Yeah. Hope you have an awesome day.
Those were great tips. I especially like the part about time blocking, so setting aside time for business, and about prioritizing so that your most important task or your most important client gets taken care of during your most productive time of the day. And I think that that's really crucial, right? I really want to be able to get, not only just get stuff done, but get the important stuff done. So I am going to implement that. And when I start thinking about scheduling things on my calendar, I'm going to plan around when is my most productive time of the day. I think that's a really wise tip. And I want to know from you guys, what is your action step after this video? Because it's great to have good information like Elizabeth has given us and to learn something. But if you don't actually put it into practice, it doesn't benefit you at all. So what are you going to do? Which tip or tips of these are you going to put into practice today so that you can be more productive and more successful in whatever you put your hand to? I think these tips are great for people who want to work from home, but I think that they also work just as life tips, life hacks. So let me know in the comments. Wait a second. Hang on. I forgot to tell you. When you're done watching this video, hop over to Liz's channel. You'll find the link right up here and in the description below, and watch the video where I gave her 3 tips for transitioning from city living to country living. Let me know in the comments, what action are you going to take as a result of watching this video? Thumbs if you liked it, subs if you loved it. Remember, I left the city and moved to the farm. If I can do this, you can do this. I'll see you next time the rooster crows. Links on the left. Links on the left. That's my left. This is my left hand. That's not my left. Left is here.